listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Money in the bank, baby.
Perfect.
Money in the bank was last night, everybody. Well, last afternoon, not last night. And dare I say, WWE has another good show on their hands. Another one. Another one. I gotta get a soundbite. Another one. They got another one. Very, very good pay-per-view. Some people calling it the best pay-per-view of the year. Listen. Slow your roll. Wasn't the best pay-per-view of the year, but they are pitching a perfect game right now as far as pay-per-views. Every one of them have been good. Now, there's some things I disagree with that happened last night. Some things I do agree with. But all in all, we had a very, very good show. So, let's move on. Hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling? Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Also, Spodify and Anchor. All you TV guys out there who want to see me play some video games and shoot some people in the video game. RJDTV2 on Twitch, RJDTV on YouTube and Facebook, and as always, RJD199 on the Twitter. Let's go! Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome everybody to What's the Wrestling. I am your host once again, and we are here to talk about Money in the Bank. Once again, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Money in the Bank was some ish last night. We had a hell of a lot going on. We had some surprises. We had some things I liked, some things I even didn't like. But all in all, I would say pretty good show. So we're going to give them a thumbs up. Good show. So we're not going to sit here and cap. It was a good show last night. Now, first things first. London. You crazy bastards. Holy hell. London. There have been talk about WWE going overseas and having wrestling in London and having pay-per-views in London, and it hasn't been a pay-per-view in London in I think 19, 18 years, something like that. A long time, very, very long time. But what I will say is nothing makes a wrestling show better than a lively ass crowd. London did not disappoint. When I used to watch NXT UK, or I used to watch, I think NXT went over there once. When I seen NXT and I see independent shows and they're over there in London, those crowds are wild as hell. And I love a wild ass crowd. I mean, and not only are they wild, they are wild from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. Without any, they have a good match, they reset for about 10 minutes, and then they go crazy. They have chants. It's like you're watching a football game. They have chants. And I don't mean American football. I mean like soccer. It's like you go to a football game and they have chants, they're screaming and cursing, F you this, F you that, kiss my ass, shut the F up, all this extra stuff. Man, I love a London crowd.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I love me a London crowd. Listen, they just move, they cheer, they don't care. All I'm gonna say is we're gonna hit the Don DeMarco one more time for London. London, we love y'all. Please, all you wrestling promotions, go over there more often if you can afford it and you can get the money and it's gonna be beneficial to you financially. Just go to London. Wrestling in London is A1. Let's get that out the way. Get that out the way right now. John Cena was a surprise, everybody.
Surprise, motherfucker.
He came out. I know I'm running up back and forth here, but we'll get to it. John Cena was a surprise. He came out, talked to his drunk saying, listen, I know some people saying that, it's been a long time for London. And some people are saying that the crowd takes over and they boo the people they're supposed to cheer. They cheer the people they're supposed to boo. And everybody gets mad. But this is me coming out telling you people that you don't want to take over the show. You are the show. Shout out to John Cena. But this John Cena was like, you guys even flipped the song around. Before it was John Cena sucks. Now it's my time is now. I love you guys. You crazy bastards. And I mean that in the most positive way I can say it. I love watching London crowds, wrestling shows in London. Because those fans are crazy. London, Toronto, Puerto Rico. Shout out to Puerto Rico. Those fans are going crazy. Man, we had some good crowds this year, and we've had some great crowds in WWE and AEW this year. Jesus Christ. Don DeMarco, one more time. I can't hit enough Don DeMarcos for the crowd. I love this. John Cena came out, and he talked his drunk. Grayson Waller came out, said, listen, let's go down under. Let's go to Australia, F London. Let's go to Australia, and you could come on the Grayson Waller effect. And he put his hands on John Cena, got AA'd for it, and John Cena left. As you can see in the background. Where is he? There he is. John Cena left. Hit the AA. You can't see me, and we out of here. Good stuff all around. I loved it. Now, what does this mean? Because WWE hasn't been over there for so long, and because AEW has damn near sold out Wembley Stadium, as of right now, AEW I think is at 60-something thousand. Wembley can hold 90. Tyson Fury sold it out. A couple other people sold it out in recent memory that I can remember. But because of AEW going to London, Wembley, going to Wembley and saying, you know what? We're gonna sell this thing out, and they damn near did. I don't know if they will, but they damn near did. I think they got 65, 70,000, and a lot of people thought they couldn't do it. So we're gonna hit the for you.
How dare you? Stupid.
You said they couldn't do it. Look what they just did. I think because of that, WWE is like, well, if they can do it, we can do it too. So I think WWE only is thinking about this, and they sent John Cena out there to get the crowd reaction, to get the fan reaction, to show the people, listen, London is a hot spot. Imagine if they get a WrestleMania there. There ain't no way in hell they had this segment on pay-per-view if there wasn't going to be a WrestleMania there in the next 5 years. I think Philly got it next year, if I'm not mistaken. After that, they might try to do Vegas, but if they do Vegas, I'm going. I don't care. I don't care if I'm in the nosebleeds, I'm going. But I think there ain't no way in hell that they would put this on a pay-per-view if within the next 5 years, they're not going to be in London. There's no way.
Nope.
So stay tuned for a pay-per-view or a WrestleMania in London in the next 5 years.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It is coming. It's coming. Telling you, it's coming. So that was your John Cena surprise. I loved it. Now, I guess we could talk about the main event first, because that was the biggest thing, one of the biggest things by far on the show. But holy hell, the bloodline is fractured and Roman Reigns has been pinned. Roman Reigns has been pinned. Oh my God.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Now here's why I like this and here's why I didn't like this. I like this because Roman Reigns hasn't been pinned since 2019. That's a hell of a long time. I like the fact because it adds so much to the story. Listen, there's so many things you can add to this story by pinning Roman Reigns. Excuse me. So, there's nothing wrong with Roman Reigns losing. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. Here's why I didn't like it. Because this pretty much kills the Cody Rhodes stuff.
How dare you?
Let me explain. Cody was supposed to finish the story, right? That was the thing with Cody. Finish the story. But how is Cody going to finish the story and get that very loud pop that only comes when you beat the champion when the champion has already been beat?
How dare you?
How? Stop the cap. The whole point is for Roman Reigns to finally lose at the hands of the guy who beats him. That's the point. The point was to lose by the hand of the guy who beats him, and the guy who beats him is now the man. Finally, against all odds. Against all odds. Roman Reigns has finally lost. But now, he's already lost. So that takes away from now him losing the title to potentially Cody or whoever else. Because main event Jay already beat him. So unfortunately, this does take away, from whoever beats Roman. And that sucks. We've already visually seen the brother get pinned. We've already seen it. So now, whoever pins him next won't get that same level of shock value and that same level of, oh my God, he finally lost, because he already lost. So I don't know why. Maybe they went back and forth on this decision, but
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't know if I would have done this one. Not gonna lie. I don't know if I would have done this one. I guess we could roll that into the match. They had a very good match. This was all centered around. Now listen, stop the show. I hear a lot of people talking about, Roman Reigns matches are boring. They're too slow. There's not a lot of action. If that's what you think, then you ain't watching properly. You're not. You ain't watching if that's what you think. The point of these Roman Reigns matches is they are mostly all story driven. Now they have good wrestling. They have good action. But it's not going to be flippity flip shit. If Omega and Ospreay told you anything, you can tell a story, still have the crazy moves and the all-out crazy Vikingo-like moves, but you gotta have a story told with it. It can't just be flip, move, flip, move, flip, move. Even the Young Bucks taught you that when they were feuding with Hangman Page and Kenny Omega and shit. So, I don't want to hear that. Alright? If that's what you think, you can go do this.
Get the fuck out of here!
Moving on. So, this match was all about how the Civil War, the Bloodline Civil War, Roman Reigns and Solo are big guys, and they are beating the holy hell out of the brothers, the Usos. And the shenanigans started with a hot tag from Jay He got rid of Solo. Reigns cut Jay off with some Superman punches, but the Usos hit him with a double spear. And when they hit him with the double spear, Roman did not kick out. So that already had me like, my spidey senses was going up. I was like, and the announcers played it beautifully. They said Roman Reigns did not kick out. Solo didn't break that up, he would have lost with the double spear. That was good. Things broke down into a brawl. Roman hit a Superman punch on Jimmy, almost won. Jimmy came back with a super kick. He countered it with a spear and a splash attempt, but was countered by Roman into a guillotine. He actually picked up his cousin, and Roman's a big boy, so shout out to Leg Day for Jimmy. I was like, oh, okay, he picked him up. Good job. He's working on his legs. But Roman ended up pushing him into the referee. Shout out to the poor referee who got his cojones stuck on the rope. Yikes. So he got his cojones stuck on the rope. He's out of there. So now that left Roman in the ring. They hit the 1D on Roman. The crowd counted to 10 because they had a visual pin on them, but they didn't get the pin. Solo got back into the ring. They hit double Urinages, which was fire. They hit a Samoan spike spear combo, which was fire. And Solo stacked the Usos on top of each other, stack them and pin them like Edge and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. And I was like, okay, I like this. And the Usos both kicked out. I already was like, holy hell, I love this match. After that, Solo was sitting there. Roman looked like he was about to cry. He was like, I don't know what I gotta do. I just want to kill my cousins, but I don't know what I gotta do. Solo got mad and said, come on, let's go. So Solo got up, got Jimmy on the outside, tried to put him through an announce table to bury him once and for all, but it took too long. Jimmy moved out the way. He went through the table, crashed and burned.
Stupid.
That was all she wrote for Solo. After that, Jay and Reigns got back in there, super kick into a Superman punch, into a super kick, into a spear. But Jay kicked out at 2, delivering the low blow. Now, a lot of people are saying, what's that about? Well, if you remember correctly, Roman Reigns has won multiple matches by kicking out and hitting the low blow on somebody. He did it to Jimmy, as a matter of fact, I think. Or Jay. I think he did it to Jay long time ago, if I'm not mistaken. But I know we've seen Roman do this. And Roman Reigns had the same thing done to him that he's been doing to everybody else. After he hits the low blow, he gets up. Roman is selling his Weibo shot. He gets hit with a super kick, then a double super kick. Jay tags in with the splash, and Roman gets pinned. 1, 2, 3. The crowd was red hot for this. That pop where Roman got pinned, the crowd went absolutely ape shit. They went crazy. They went crazy. Everybody is sitting there going, oh, everybody's sitting there going, bruh.
How, Sway? Oh! You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Everybody went crazy. Everybody. And that was grade A shit, grade A storytelling. That was simply amazing. Shout out to all of these brothers involved. I do think this hurts. If they're trying to tell the story with Cody, I do think that this hurts that. But at the end of the day, Roman got pinned by his cousin. But if you think that Jey Uso, now this is going to earn him a title shot. But if you think that Jey Uso is going, main event Jey, is going to get a title shot at the next pay-per-view and win, stupid. You stupid. He ain't winning. So if the plan was for him to get the title shot and lose, which it probably is, then you were better off just beating Solo and keeping Roman unpinned. And then you could start the story of Solo slowly turning his back on Roman. But instead, now Roman has already been beaten. That's going to earn Jay a title shot most likely, and then he's going to lose at the next pay-per-view. So it's good and it's bad. You could go up, you could go down, you could go left, you could go right. But I wouldn't have done this. That's just me. Great main event. Money in the Bank. Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Escobar, Santos Escobar, Pete Dunne, aka Butch, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul. Grade A stuff right here. They attacked Paul real quick. Priest, LA. First of all, let's stop the show. Let's talk about LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight got one of the biggest reactions outside of John Cena and Drew McIntyre and the main event that I've seen in the last 2 days in SmackDown and in Money in the Bank. And he did not win this match. Damian Priest won, and I'll get to how. But why the hell did LA Knight not win this match?
Stupid.
LA Knight is over like October, and for some reason, in this goddamn company, when you get yourself over, whoever you are, you get punished for it. Stupid. It makes no sense. LA Knight was over as hell because he's good on the mic. Believe it or not, the brother can wrestle, and yeah, that's easy to say. So everybody loves it. Vince McMahon had this dude with the Maximum Male Models. No disrespect to them, but they changed his name, gave him Maximum Male Models, and he was on his way to getting fired. Now he's in London in Money in the Bank with the biggest goddamn reaction out of everybody. But yet, they refuse to push this brother.
Stupid.
They need to do something with him. And if they continue to not do something, it's okay for him to lose this because, he didn't get pinned. But they need to strike while the iron is hot. The people want LA Knight. Let him go beat Austin Theory. Austin Theory ain't doing shit right now. Something. They need to do something. Because LA Knight is over. So we had crazy spots. One scary spot was LA Knight pushed over the ladder with Ricochet and Logan Paul on it. I guess what they were trying to do was they were trying to land on it and then land on the ropes and then use the ladder to propel themselves off the ropes to do a Spanish fly through the table. But Ricochet managed to get over it, but Logan Paul didn't. So Ricochet, they were going to fall. So Ricochet kind of grabbed Logan and they kind of just went for it. Ricochet landed okay, but Logan Paul kind of landed on his neck area, shoulder area. Thank God he landed on his shoulder. He kind of got sliced up by the table because he hit the edge of it. But they kind of saved that spot. It was going to be a good spot because Ricochet is crazy athletic and so is Logan Paul. But Logan got caught on the ropes. Well, they both got caught. But Ricochet put his foot over the rope to the outside of it. Logan got caught on the inside of it. So it kind of messed up the spot. LA Knight was about to win. He got caught up there. I think he threw off Escobar, but Damian Priest got thrown out the ring. He came back and got hit with like a modified Falcon Arrow. He hit LA Knight with that. And then he went up, grabbed the briefcase, and won. So Mr. Money in the Bank is Damian Priest. Now listen, he's been killing it. He killed it in Puerto Rico with Bad Bunny. He's been killing it. He's taking some losses. So I am not mad at Damian Priest winning. Damian Priest deserved this win. He earned this win. It's not like he was out of nowhere and he didn't earn it. He earned this win. He's been putting in some good work. So shout out to Priest. He is Money in the Bank. He Mr. Money in the Bank. Then we had Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. This match was okay. It was smooth. It was actually a nice match. The end of the match was Ronda hot tagging in for Shayna, who was coming in, and she was about to beat up Liv when she got attacked by Shayna Baszler, and Shayna Baszler choked her out, slammed her, and then Ronda got hit with the Oblivion and lost. And everybody was like, wait, what? Why the hell did she attack her partner? Bruh. Everybody was like, what the hell was that? That was mad weird. It was like, you triggered my trap card. And Shayna walked out on her, and that was what made this crazy, because she just betrayed her. This lets me know Ronda's tenure in WWE may be coming to an end, which is okay. You know, Ronda, maybe she wants to move on, but she attacked her out of no reason, and we are gonna get a Ronda versus Shayna match. And I think, call me crazy, because Shayna basically said, fuck this shit, I'm out, after choking Ronda out. But call me crazy, but I think these two can have a good match. I think that because they both know MMA, obviously they both MMA trained, they both could beat your ass, and I think they could have a different type match, which could be brutal, it could be great. If they want to, WWE ain't gonna let them bleed, but if they wanted to really brutalize each other, they could do it, and it could be something special if they build it up right. So let's see what happens, but I do think Ronda is on her way out. Then we had the Intercontinental Championship, Walter, aka Gunther, the Chop God, versus the original bro, Matt Riddle. Bruh. Not bro, but bruh. This match was centered around Matt Riddle's ankle. He got chopped in the ankle multiple times, got hit with the knee bar, and then he got, I think he got hit with the knee bar, the heel hook, something, and he had to tap out. Matt Riddle is incredible at wrestling. He's a great wrestler, great seller. I love Matt Riddle. He's awesome. And Walter is a throwback to the 80s, beat your ass, ring general badass. This was a solid match. And then we had a returning Drew McIntyre. Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah. Surprise, motherfucker. Which was awesome. Drew came back, huge pop for Drew McIntyre. Gunther hit him, Drew headbutted him, and then hit him with the 3, 2, 1, Claymore. And that was all she wrote. Drew stood tall. So maybe that's the man to beat Gunther. We will see what happens. But this was solid stuff as always. Glad to see Drew back. I know he was banged up. I know he wanted a little bit more chicken. He wanted to, Drew wanted that paper. Drew wanted that, where we at? Drew wanted that money. So, good to see him back. Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio. The biggest thing about this match was the crowd and Rhea Ripley's haircut. Stop the cap. So serious. Well, not haircut, but the crowd and Rhea Ripley's hair. That's all everybody talked about. The crowd and Rhea Ripley's hair. So, the end came here where Cody ended up coming back after Dominic tried to run around and bullshit around. The crowd was going crazy. F you Dominic. They talk shit about Rhea. Cody Cutter, Crossroads. See you later. After a disaster kick, that was all she wrote. See you later. That was all she wrote. Women's Money in the Bank match. Zelina, Becky, Zoe, Bailey, Io, and Trish Stratus. You had Becky going at Zoe and Trish for the whole match. Zelina Vega hit a sunset flip powerbomb onto who was it on? Onto, I want to say Trish. No, Trish got rock bottom through onto a ladder, but you know, I am the ladder. That was all she wrote for her. Zoe Stark took the sunset flip from Zelina Vega onto, and her head almost got caught in the ladder, which is crazy. I'm glad she got her hands up, but she got hit with that. That was Zelina's big highlight. Becky got put down, and Bailey, Io, and Becky, Bailey, and Io basically finished the match. The end of this match was spectacular. Becky was about to get handcuffed by Zoe Stark, but Zoe Stark got taken out by Zelina. She was going to get handcuffed to the rope, so she left the handcuffs on there. Her and Bailey ended up rolling up to the ladder, trying to get that Money in the Bank briefcase, but Io Sky comes in and handcuffs Becky to Bailey when their hands are through the ladder, so neither one of them can move, neither one of them can go up because their hands are through the ladder, and Io Sky calmly just walks up, sits on top of the ladder, and takes off the briefcase. Awesome, awesome finish. That was very creative. That was awesome. Oh, and she also moonsaulted in the match off of the ladder onto all the participants because Io Sky is the genius of the sky, and she's crazy in a good way. That was a good Money in the Bank match. I think both of these Money in the Bank ladder matches were very good. The men's was very good. The women's was very good. Might have been one of the best women's Money in the Bank ladder matches I've seen. Top 3 for sure. World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. The whole match was centered around Seth Rollins' ribs. First things first, let's talk about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins stood there like this for 2 minutes. It felt like 5 minutes, but it probably was only like 2 minutes. While the crowd said, oh. It reminded me of the Michael Jackson Super Bowl when Michael Jackson popped up and stood still for like 2 minutes and the crowd just went apeshit for no reason. The crowd went crazy for 2 whole minutes. They were screaming their heads off when Michael Jackson. If you've never seen it, go YouTube it. I know a lot of you youngins that watch wrestling have never heard of Michael Jackson. But if you've never seen it because you wasn't alive at the time, I remember it. He stood there for 2 minutes and did nothing at all. And the crowd was going crazy. Seth Rollins stood there like this and the crowd went crazy. That was awesome. Shout out to London. Shout out to London. Let's hit the hell yeah for them. That was awesome. So this match was centered around his ribs. The end came where Balor was taking control, but who comes out? Damian Priest. He comes out there, and Balor's like, "Hey, what the F you doing, man? What are you doing here?"
Surprise, motherfucker.
And he had the upper hand. He was going for the coup de grace. He had 2 coup de grace. He had 2 mini coup de grace on the outside. Went to throw him back in. He's in the drop zone. He went for the coup de grace. Priest gets up like he's gonna he distracted him because he got up to cash in, and he's like, "What are you doing?" But he took too long, jumps, misses the coup de grace, gets stomped in the head. Seth Rollins retains, and now we have a Finn Balor Damian Priest built-in storyline because he costed him potentially a chance at the World Heavyweight title. This was a good show, everybody. This was a good show. Good show, great show. All participants involved. Everybody killed it. I love this. This was awesome. Man, let's see what we got on Monday. Vince McMahon is still in charge, but Triple H is still in charge too. I don't like the Civil War with those two, but the Usos and Roman and Solo, the Bloodline Civil War, is very good. So with that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. I am out. Everybody be safe. Everybody hit the like button as always. RJD here. What the wrestling. See you guys mañana. I'm out. Peace.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?